A wise man once said, maybe if we tell people their brain is an app, they'll actually start using it. But it's probably one of those pay-as-you-go type apps. So
I'll forget my password.
Yeah. No thanks.
Or like a game. I need to buy more coins. This thing's not working.
We're just going to stick to Candy Crush and TikTok during a brand new What's on Your Mind, where we go around the room to find out what each member of the show has been thinking about lately, starting with Brooke.
Yeah.
Brooke, what's on your mind?
Funny that you bring up apps because my mother posted on Facebook, and now everybody thinks my dad is dead.
Oh, no.
Why? What'd she say?
What happened?
She wrote this like kind of vague, open-ended post, and people interpreted it as her saying goodbye to my father.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And just so you know, he's alive and very well.
He's good.
Okay, but it got
Love your
so
dad.
bad because she left it up for a full week.
Oh.
So people are
What?
commenting, sending their condolences.
And I bet they're telling other friends and family.
No, they're calling us. I get a message from a friend. My mom is getting voicemails from people that she hasn't talked to in 20 years.
What?
Guys are like, oh, so you're single now, I hear, huh? Finally.
My dad's own sister called him to ask him if he died.
No.
Yes.
He didn't know?
Yes.
What did
No.
she say?
Oh my God.
Like he's
Well,
finally gone or something?
And the thing is, my mom just laughed. You know, like when she realized what she had done, she couldn't stop laughing. But my dad, although he kind of laughed, I think he was also kind of insulted that there wasn't a little bit more like to do about it.
More
like,
sympathy for him?
Or
Yeah.
or like,
feel bad.
no, there wasn't really any stories about him that were shared.
Yeah.
There wasn't one bouquet of flowers that came to our house.
It's got a bunch of laugh reactions on
Yeah, there
Facebook.
was no like meal train set up or anything. It was just kind of
no.
like, oh, I'll write a little thing on Facebook to say sorry.
Someone's
so-
like, about dang time.
I mean, he has like 4 other brothers that didn't seem to notice.
Okay.
So, you know, he was a little disappointed.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's got to work on himself a little bit more, make himself more memorable.
Yeah,
so
I
when
think-
it does happen.
I think he's got some goals before he kicks his bucket
good.
now. Yeah,
All
after
right.
he saw the reaction of what happened when he
He
did
wants to
die.
make the comment section more spicy.
Yeah.
This has been motivational. It's a good thing, actually. Jose, what's on your mind?
Well, recently I met a girl on social media, as always, and we clicked immediately.
Oh, gosh.
Like, we were texting nonstop for 3 straight days.
What
Wow.
country did she live in?
But she was here. She was here.
Oh,
It was great.
a
It was
local
amazing.
girl.
She's even local, right? Lived
Wow.
within an hour. It was awesome.
What's wrong with her?
And so, exactly, that's what I always say.
Yeah, what's going
Or-
on?
yeah, anyway, so one day on day 3, she posts on her story some guy. I can see a guy in the background of her
Okay.
story
All right.
grilling.
All right.
And I'm
A
just
woman
like,
with
oh.
a guy? Suspicious.
No, and it wasn't suspicious. I was like, oh, who's that? Like, could be your brother, could be your
Oh,
friend.
you asked her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, it was just like one of
Okay.
those- and she immediately is like, oh, it's complicated.
Oh.
And so I'm like, oh, wow. And I feel awful because me and her are like already saying how great we are and everything's awesome.
On day
everything's
3
going
of
well.
DMing.
we're-
That's normal.
And we're
Okay.
morning, noon, and night. Like, we're constantly texting.
Healthy.
So,
Good.
so then, yeah. It's great.
Green
For me.
flags.
Very good.
I'm sorry if clicking with someone's a red flag.
Definitely.
You guys, if I can talk to you and it feels like I've known you forever, that's good to me. So
Okay.
anyway, she asked, hey, can we go eat lunch together? And I'm like, well, no, because you have a guy and that's inappropriate.
A complicated situation
But-
going on.
It's inappropriate, but you're still talking to her.
Well, no, she's still messaging me.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
I
She
haven't been
wants
talking
this
her.
to happen.
Okay.
She messages me, hey, I really need to talk to you. Want to go out to lunch? And I'm like, no, but one day if you're single, you know, like I would
Okay.
love to be there for you, be your friend, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it's not cheating if friends get lunch.
Oh, God.
And so then-
that's a gray area.
I
right
know,
there. You're not
right?
friends. You've never even met in person.
Thank you, Brooke. I'm
What
like,
are
I'm
you
not your
talking
friend.
about?
If we'd known each other a while ago, it'd be different.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I do the normal healthy thing, and I post about it all over Facebook.
Of
Right.
course.
Good.
You and my mom. You get too many details. She doesn't give enough.
Yeah, that's so true, Brooke. And so anyway, so a day or two later, she sees the post and she texts me, hey, oh, by the way, this post got thousands of reactions,
All right, okay.
hundreds of comments, so it was a big deal. And so it made its way onto her feed. And she texts me and she's like, well, it makes me feel bad that all these people are agreeing and I'm seeing everyone saying, yeah, Anyway, so I said, well, it would be different, pretty much what Brooke said, if we were friends before. If we had known each other or whatever, it'd be different. But we weren't. I met a stranger online, and now we're going to go to lunch together after we've been flirting. To me, it feels like pre-dating, and it's just not okay.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I've left it.
Okay, you set your boundary.
Yeah, I set a boundary, and she got mad
You
at
announced
that.
it on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
On
Yes.
Facebook?
Yeah, whatever.
What website's that?
So I just want to tell you guys that's what's on my mind.
Okay.
There's some girl out there who.
Okay. It was close
shut
to a
down.
relationship.
Well, I wouldn't say that either. But
Okay.
I clicked with somebody and they don't understand.
Love
That's
escapes you
good.
once
It's
again.
complicated.
Alexis, tell us what's been on your mind.
So last week I was traveling into like a city to explore it for the day, and I took a 3-hour train. I get off of it, and it's just like pouring rain when I get there, okay? And I'm in like a bad mood. You know, you're just in a bad, like I'm just complaining about everything. I'm grumpy about the weather. I'm like sitting there, pretty sure I'm like complaining about Mother Nature. It's like my friend I'm with. Okay, and I had a boat tour scheduled, and it was raining. So I'm calling my mom to cancel the tour for me.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
drama.
You can't
Yeah,
cancel
why-
it yourself?
No. So I call my mom. So I'm yelling at my mom on the phone. I'm like aggressively texting. I'm like over dramatic to say the least.
But at least you know you're being
I do,
dramatic.
I know.
Okay.
And then
Good.
I get a DM from a listener who says, "Hey, I think I'm standing directly behind you right
Oh
now
my
at this
gosh.
train station."
While you're throwing a fit?
Yes, and I like kind of look behind me. Definitely the same listener that DM'd me.
Whoa.
Him and his entire family are standing there watching me have like a child meltdown in front of them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did you say anything?
No, I didn't say hi or anything. I DM'd him afterwards, like once I made the escape into the rain, which don't get me started on how bad that was. And anyway, so this is just a friendly reminder to, watch what you do, maybe, because apparently we have listeners everywhere.
Yeah.
And they see us.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
we don't see them.
Act like an adult and deal with your own stuff.
It was raining. My boat tour was going to be ruined. I was so tired of the rain.
I was say ruined.
Anyways.
Seems like it's worth the freak out to me.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff.
Sorry,
You
your
get
mom
it.
didn't save you.
Yeah, my
Appropriate.
mom didn't pull
Yeah.
through.
It's her fault.
All right, Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
I decided to go camping over the weekend with my dog Bagel.
That's fun.
Get out into the wilderness, experience
Yeah.
nature.
Wow, I didn't know you were a big camper.
And once I got to the campsite, that's when I realized I don't camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean,
Jeff.
you grew up in a very big city and
I'm-
went to a private
Yeah, you
school.
glamp if anything.
It's been
Yeah.
a long time since I've been, and I was severely underprepared.
What do you mean? Did you
'Cause-
not bring the marshmallows?
I brought a bunch of canned food,
What?
but no can opener.
No.
So
Jeff.
I'm sitting at my campsite trying to open a can of baked beans by bashing a rock against it over
That's
and over.
not gonna go well.
Oh.
Doesn't work.
No. Why didn't
And-
you just go to a campsite and ask to borrow someone?
Too embarrassed.
Oh,
I'm not going to ask anybody for help while I'm there.
you have
That's-
pride.
Yeah, that's shameful. That looks
Yeah,
bad on
you
me.
have pride while camping.
Also brought a bottle of wine. Forgot to pack a corkscrew.
Of course.
Screw top. That's where you go on.
Yeah, and I didn't try the rock trick on the bottle, so
Yeah.
just didn't drink
That's
any
good.
of it.
Yeah.
And I even packed some corn that was wrapped in tin foil.
Oh.
And I had it pre-made with
Oh.
like butter and spices
that-
inside.
Finally,
Just throw it on the grill.
at least you had something to eat.
To put it on the fire and
Yeah.
roast it
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
So pop it on the fire, and then I'm like, wait a second, I don't have any tools to get it out of the fire.
You put it all the way in the
I put
fire?
it on the fire, and now I
Not
can't reach
on
my
a grate on top of the fire?
in the fire
Oh,
to
God.
really roast it,
Yeah,
and I can't reach my hand in, so I'm using like sticks to like poke it and scoop it out.
And they keep catching
Was
on
it a
fire.
burned mess?
It didn't go well. Anyway,
Okay.
when I get home, I go onto Instagram, and what do I see? Brooke is having her successful camping trip with all the photos there. Made me feel bad about myself.
Yeah.
But she's got like 6 can openers.
Oh, we took our kids into the back country and went back there, and I definitely brought a bottle opener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could pretty much like ferment your own wine. You were able to do it. So we clearly need to do a whole show camping trip together.
No, I don't
So we
camp.
can all learn.
No,
you
I'd
guys
be
can
so
show me how
scared.
it's
I don't
done.
sleep in tents.
What?
I'd be
No.
scared.
I'll take you. I think it'd be kind of
no,
fun.
no.
I think it
actually
would be a
think
good
it would
time.
be kind of fun. Why is everyone shaking their head?
I don't like
I
camping.
think it'd be
not
good.
into it.
I
Alexis
have a
can.
huge tent that has 2 rooms even, and we could bring that. It has a light switch inside the tent.
I don't
Okay, well now you're
know.
turning me off to it too.
Yeah, I can't bring my PlayStation.
Well, you could. I was thinking you could plug the PS5 into like a generator or something. Can we make that
That'd
happen?
be something. I bet the Wi-Fi's bad.
Does it have a USB plug?
Yeah, we'll figure it out though. Show camping
I
trip
think that'd be
coming
so
up.
fun.
Text
Let's
in
do it.
to 78592 and tell us
I'll
what's been
take
on
you.
your
Can we
mind.
get it catered?
Oh,
Yeah, we'll work on
I'll
it.
Wait,
cook you
that's
something
good.
good. Dude, my mac and cheese with hot dogs is amazing.
Ooh, that sounds good. I'm in.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.